Alright, you sorry lot. Welcome back to Grand Order. Are you as excited for this new story content? How long has it been? It's been at least 3 months since Goddard Damerung released. It was a good Lostbelt. I'm liking the new Lostbelt arc. The prologue was like rock solid. Anastasia and Goddard Damerung much stronger than the first 2 acts of the main record. This one, is it as good as the other ones? Maybe not the best so far, but it's still really good. Like, it's far above and beyond what the first 2 sections are normally. All right. Have a look and see what's going on. Let's dig in and see what's going on. Gotta make sure that I've posted everything I want to post. Alright, I think we're ready to roll. Me and Nightbot versus the world. Sound good to everyone? Alright. Let's make sure we've popped out chat correctly. I would hate to miss out on anything wonderful from that. That would just be an insult to everyone here. Alright, let's go. Intro to Lostbelt, number 3. Let's fucking rock. Oh, I don't want to wait even a day for this. It was hard to wait. I was watching some Your Lie in April with a friend. Hard to fucking wait to be able to play this. Act like a nice person when all you want to do is just jump right into this. Alright, we've beaten Lostbelt 2. What do we got next? How long has it been since I left the colony of survivors? Alright. I managed to keep a log for the first 30 days, but now it just... Okay, so is this someone who survived in this, like, basically flat desert that is what became of basically the whole planet? Other than what appear to be some hills in the distance? Yeah, I imagine it's hard to keep track of time if everything's so samey. Wait, there's no nights anymore? What the hell happened to the sun? That has nothing to do with the planet, and everything to do with the sun. You could kill everything on Earth. Like, it's a blue sky. Can you not see the sun? Alright. I mean, I'll just take their word for it. So, they somehow... The Lostbelt planting thing that leveled everything, left a few survivors, a few buildings, not much, and somehow destroyed the sun. Alright. Whatever. Yeah, how did things get to this point? Somehow the sun is shining on every corner of the world at once. That's fucking weird. Alright. With everything bleached white as far as the eye can see, you get numb from time. Time as well as distance. My food and water are starting to run out. Yeah, you're gonna basically starve to death. There's literally nothing to eat for hundreds of miles. Like, there's not even ruins for the most part. Just dust. Well, at least his motorcycle freaking works. He's got a solar generator and a motorcycle. This motorcycle drove from Australia to North America. Damn, bro, that's a long drive. How did he know he actually got that far? Wouldn't your GPS stop working? Like, your phone obviously isn't being charged. Hey, how's it going, man? I just started the intro. And I was not aware that there were no night-day... Or at least I was either not aware or forgot that there are no day-night cycles anymore. I'm really confused how they managed to bring that about, since that would involve manipulating the sun. Also, this guy, despite... This mysterious narrator who shows up, and he showed up in the previous intro, somehow knows where he is at all times, despite... given that they're somehow manipulating the upper atmosphere, or the sun itself, I don't know why satellites would work to tell him that he's actually in North America. But hey. Alright. I'm just reading it. Solar-powered motorcycle took him all the way from Australia to North America. Alright. Endless white wasteland. Yeah, it seems more like dusty pavement. There's hills, vague hills in the distance. And that's it. That natural surface. This guy hasn't found anything. I believe we encountered some destroyed buildings, right? That was the second Lostbelt. We saw a couple of destroyed buildings. Abandoned habitats of survivors. An unnatural shape just ahead. Probably more remnants. Oh, now he mentions them. So that's how he's surviving. Alright. I think this would be an interesting world to explore. I like these sections. They're really interesting. Like, why are they like this? This clearly isn't, like... He's in North America now. This clearly isn't North American architecture. Like, why are they shaped like this? Like, parts... They looks like a bunch of mishmashes of buildings. In no particular pattern. Kind of like the world. Be nice to explore some of these buildings or something like that. This isn't the game for exploration, but it'd be cool if you were playing like an open world game where you could like get out, where you like drove the shadow border around, got out, and could explore some of these buildings. I think that'd be cool. See, he left behind. This guy is said he hasn't encountered anyone, not even bacteria, and now he's mentioning colonies and remnants. They did it. They did that last time too. There's nothing here except for all these remnants. If any satellites were still intact, we might have been able to find and connect with other survivors. How do you know you're in North America? He's already stated that the sun never sets. So he's outright stated the sun never sets, so there's no stars to see by. And the fact that the sun never sets means that either they've really used they've magicked up the atmosphere so that it's always light, or the planet's no longer rotating. But he said it's like, how does he? And then he goes, so it's like he has to be using GPS because he can't navigate by the stars. Like if he ever gets turned around somehow, or like he falls asleep and loses sense of direction, how would he know he's gone to North America and not gone like past the North Pole? Anyway, because going from Australia to North America involves crossing the Pacific Ocean, which, I mean, it's a desert, but you're unlikely to see any remnants of buildings in a desert, in what is a flat wasteland. I feel like we're dealing with a case of unreliable narrator here, but he's still kind of cool. I like exploring this, but I feel it's a little inconsistent. He would have needed to use satellite navigation or something. For all he knows, this is Moscow. Or Rio de Janeiro. Because you have no method of orienting yourself if the sun never moves. And you never have any stars. Those are the primary ways you navigate. He could count the kilometers, but like I said, alright, even if you're driving across a desert in what you think is a straight line, you will go in circles even if you're driving a car. Like, he's gonna go at a slight angle and miss it by miles. That's why I think it's kind of weird. Like, people who wander in deserts and die sometimes just find themselves walking in circles, and they have the sun to guide them. I mean, he said it was on a motorcycle, so I believe he would have an accurate counter of how far he drove, and maybe that's what he's assuming. Because he's like, I found buildings here after a long stretch of no buildings, therefore I made it to the other continent. But it's mostly his assumption, I think. He might be accurate. Who knows? Maybe he's we don't even know who this guy is, so he might be a mage and be able to use magic to determine what direction he's going in at all times. Or actually, he could have a compass. He hasn't mentioned a compass. He could just be going continuously northeast and encounter it. That's probably the most likely way. But they didn't want to mention that. Yeah, how do you fix this? There's no resources to work with. If the tree were to attack again, humanity would be well and truly gone. There's a tree that's visible from here. The planet has a magnetic field. Or did that get screwed up? Well, the compass points to magnetic north, which your planet has, because it has rotation, right? The planet's still rotating, presumably? I don't know. Navigation in this wasteland's probably pretty hard anyway. So the tree is still there. There's a tree that's visible? Or is this the tree that destroyed... Is this the tree that they saw when the planet was destroyed, the 7 trees? I'm interested. Keep telling me stuff, man. 0 survivors. Signs of people having been here. 1. A single message. No food, but any port in a storm. Besides, just seeing artifacts of civilization like this again does wonders for my morale, even if it is gutted ruins from a brutal invasion. You've already read it? Alright, let's see what Gordolf pulls out. Sit down on what used to be a sofa. Alright. What I find weirdest about this is that it doesn't look like there's dust covering the shelves or the sofa. It just looks like it's made of the same material the dust is. Oh. Well, good night then. I play back the only message data to be found. It's essentially the same as all the others out there. Is there any survivors? I assume it's one of those is there any survivors thing. Let's see what we go. I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared. Run away, run away. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? What's out here hunting them? I mean, I can understand the fear. I don't understand the runaway part. Okay, I get, yeah, lots of emotional pain. Yeah, I imagine if you're a survivor of this attack, you're probably just like, what the fuck just happened? Why is this happening? I'm curious who the narrator is. If we're going to find out who the narrator is this Lostbelt, I'm quite interested. The year when Earth fell to invaders. In the grim darkness of the far future. Time to repair. You had like a year. You had like 2 months, realistically. And that was after having the whole planet erased, right? There go all the satellites. What? A membrane in the sky, a dome of sorts placed by the tree's branches that was placed over the entire world. Jesus, that's a huge tree. Alright. So all the other trees are just baby trees? That makes sense. They're kind of trying to grow them. Alright. Uncountable? Uncountable. It wasn't the 7. There's more than 7. Alright. How many tree things are we going to have to deal with? How many trees are we going to have to fucking deal with? In whatever passes for Solomon. They crawled across the world, finding and exterminating all forms of life with unerring accuracy and unnerving tenacity, killing almost everyone on the planet over the course of 3 months. Okay, that's not good. At least that, I mean, 3 months. That means there's time to mount a resistance. I don't know how effective it was. I mean, I'm assuming not very. Evil trees kill everyone. On their death, people would instantly turn to dust, their agonizing screams still echoing around them. Yeah, that's fucked up. Like, why bother killing people one at a time when you can literally one-shot everyone? Yeah, preventing the evil alien tree from attaining maximum power. I mean, yeah, that is a good question. Is this what Gideon saw? He wanted to change this so it wouldn't happen? The evil tree people? Maybe. It seems reasonable because he definitely saw something ahead that he's like, oh, yeah, congratulations, you beat me. You're still fucked. So, you know, we kind of knew something was coming. But still, to kill like 7 billion people one at a time, how inefficient can you be? It seems very personal. It's not like it's not very it's not faceless. It's like you're going in and killing people one at a time when you could like just bomb them. That's like it's like you have something personal against these people rather than anything else. Like, if you're just planning on leveling it, you can use a giant machine and just bulldoze the whole planet, kill everyone in the process. But it's like, they go in and... I didn't know they did that. I thought it was just like, boom, planet gone. You know, we drop the tree causes an explosion, everybody dies. That's kind of interesting. It just trees rained from the sky and then, like, ran around murdering people. A bit more strain than I realized. Man, being like one of the last surviving humans is already fucking stressful. You're under way too much strain. There's no such thing as a bit more. You're just all of the stress all day, every day. Last place they caught on camera, really? Southern Nevada. Alright. He's going to Area 51. Alright. David Blue Book. Good luck, my man. I hope you don't... I hope there's a defensive shield there. Alright. Oh, man. I'm gonna cap on AP at this rate. Well, he said he wasn't because there was a colony, right? But he's one of the last, and that's pretty stressful. And, you know, knowing everything you love being dead, the planet being glassed, it's fucking bad. I'm worried. I'm actually slightly worried I'm gonna AP cap, but whatever. I don't want to go run off into a Christmas battle. Stories interesting at this point. Still interesting. I'm here for the story. A couple AP isn't gonna hurt me. Alright. We're almost at the Wandering Sea. Yeah, how did we get to this? It was clear skies, we drove, we were suddenly falling, we got into the ocean, and we were like, what the fuck? We're like, what the heck? We're drowning, right? That's our current state. Alright. Have a great night. Announcement of the border has an hour until it sinks. Alright. Well, that means we have an hour of time. And we zero sail in water. Yes. Underwater, maybe. Doing it on alternate accounts or hanging out with people? Either way. Sounds like you're enjoying it. I'm liking it. I mean, if you read it 3 times, I assume you enjoyed it. This is just, this is like right where we left off at the end of the second Lostbelt. We're getting a call, alright. Alright, Holmes. Menu error. Okay. Who do we got? Who do we got? This is, I assume, the Wandering Sea saving us or something, right? No one else would be calling us so close. Yeah, here we go. DQC. Is the Wandering Sea's down here? I assume they're under us. That would be called a ship, right? Not a ship, a tank. A tank. How did we get into this predicament? Are they like manifesting a reality marble? As we or like probably are manifesting like that, or an advanced boundary field or something like that to keep us alive, right? To keep the same place the same, right? I assume it wouldn't be a marble; it would be a boundary field that protects them from something or shields them from visibility somehow. But the fact that there's ocean behind us is kind of weird. Rational, very rational. Ships are necessary for a zero sail. No sense for design. It's practicality. We literally built this as disguised it as a fucking box. Come on. That's fair. Large metal coffin. That's fair. We were trying to hide the design anyway. So I wouldn't be offended by that. No, we would not have made it here without Paperman. Below us. Below us or like directly in front of us, I assume. It's like a mobile island or something, right? Maybe it can... The first time in 2,000 years. Well, I think this calls for breaking tradition, so I'm okay with this. Hey look, something rising from the depths. Surprise! I believe we actually saw this in the second Lostbelt, right? This is like right where it ended? Yeah, okay. You escaped the Wandering Sea when you predicted the world was gonna end. But you're at it now? Alright, whatever. Well, you got a lot of work ahead of you, Xion. Like, a lot of fucking work, man. We're in a pretty bad spot here. Yeah, see? There we go. Yeah, we're not... Well, we're on land, so we should be okay, right? Right? Hello. How's it going, Mordred? Just reading through this amazing intro. Finally caught back up. It's good to be getting some new story along. It's been like 3 months. It feels like it's been a year since they released anything. I think we must have gotten into the Wandering Sea from underneath, since I didn't see a front door. I said they... Interesting. Okay. Use our sensors, please. How many other people have hidden bases like this? I mean, it's healthy to be a little bit suspicious, I think. Gordolf's not being unreasonable here. That's kind of nice. I mean, even though you're like 95% certain it's the Wandering Sea, you probably want to double check, or at least take some precautions. You know, bring MASH or even Sherlock as backup firepower. Yes, that is a sensible call. Make sure we're not underwater. I mean, I assume everyone would already do that, but there we go, Minuar. Meunier? I don't know how to pronounce it. If a Kai is still here, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce French names to save my life. Alright. Meunier? Meunier? I don't know. Nothing. That's true. In theory, it would be if you have outward opening doors, it would be absurdly hard to open the doors if you were underwater, which is one of the reasons why you can't get out of cars when you're underwater. Yeah, very true. It's also why submarine doors open outward. Some of them do, I think. I think they open outward. Why do I not remember? I've been on like 10 submarines. That's weird. Alright. What about a periscope? Do we have a periscope in this tank? That would make sense. Why do we need high-tech sensors when a camera or a periscope would do? Feels like it'd be really useful since this is like the second time we've been completely blind. There's no way anything would be wrong. Nothing wrong ever happens. Yeah, sure. I have the same question. How is it peaceful and scary? I mean, it could have scary tech. Yeah, I think their doors open outwards. Or they open by, or of course, because they're high-tech doors, they're going to open like vertically going into the compartment above, even though it's supposed to be an armored tank, so it should open inward or outward. It shouldn't like slide into the hull, because that would mean there was an unarmored, or a thin armored component there, right? Like the door is should be really thick and armored. Well, naturally, we should just stay here and starve to death. No, but it's just... Holmes is still recovering? Damn. That was a long-ass time ago. He's a slow healing servant if he's still healing at this point. I mean, it has been some time, right? It was like a few hours. It's been like a couple days at least. Let's go say hi together, Mash. No chance. I'm the main character. There's no chance I'm not exploring. If I'm not exploring, there's a chance people die. I'm not sending red shirts out to die. I go myself to make sure everyone survives. As long as you have a name. But I don't think there's enough people to be having red shirts around. Alright, Da Vinci. Are there still mystics from the Age of Gods here? That'd be cool. He's not completely useless. He's an okay driver when they're driving the tank. We're at the state Gilgamesh wanted in Fate Stay Night. There's nobody who's useless. Every single person is essential. I'm sure you remember Gilgamesh's rant about how the people are too expendable. Well, now there's like 10 there's like, for all these characters know, there's like 10 humans left alive and one person in Wandering Isle. So they have their crew and the person there. It's like, nobody's expendable at this point. We'll take someone who doesn't even have a high school degree because we can train them to use some tech at least. Give people decent shifts instead of working like 12 hours a day at sensors or something. Like, I have no clue what their crew rotation's like on this. It might be really bad because they had to escape in an emergency. They didn't have the crew they wanted. That's true. That's true. That's true. You could send him out because he's spineless and he'll run away at the first sign of danger. But if there's no danger, that looks really awkward. You're like, yeah, we sent out this random guy, he ran away, and then you come out and you're like, yeah, sorry, we sent him. Besides, you'd have a hard time well, I guess you could convince him to be an ambassador, do his director duties as a director, and go meet the our new allies face to face. Cordov is our mascot. No, that's Foe. This one has too much clothing on. And not enough fur. He's only got this, like, mop and mustache. Maybe if he had, like, a real mullet, he'd have enough fur. Foe's the director. That you plebes know your place. Your own way. Listen. All you have to do is think for 5 minutes about how absurdly large the universe is and how improbable it is you're alive right now, and you'll get over the fact that people are overpowered and have crazy magic. Director Foe truly made some brave sacrifices back in Solomon. Curious. Here. Fear of the unknown doesn't kill you. The unknown itself does. People fearing the unknown and acting on it can die. Thanks for authorizing us. We totally needed that. A 5-second sprint here. 5 seconds of Mash sprinting or 5 seconds of me sprinting? There's a big fucking difference. Mash has her servant powers back and can probably run at like 50 kilometers an hour. Yeah, what does Foe say? We gotta wait till we hear Foe go, Foe, before we do anything. Right? No? Ah, here we go. Opening the port hatch. Look, we can see the door on the right. It definitely doesn't look like one that slides up or down. It should open in a direction. How is Da Vinci useless in a fight? She's a wizard. I mean, she's a servant. She's a servant anyway. Like, man, I'm a servant. I might be useless in a fight. I'm like, bro, you're bulletproof. I mean, admittedly, on the Wandering Isle, they probably got magic to kill servants, but still. It's like, compared to Squishy Master, who will die from regular attacks, someone who will only die from magical attacks is much stronger. Actually, is she cloned herself? Is she just a demi-servant now? Oh, I didn't really think about that. I guess she might be flimsy. Alright. Well, we're alive. We're in an underground facility. Yeah. It's huge. Yeah, it's a huge fucking island, alright. What are we supposed to look at, Da Vinci? I know, right? Whoever designed this must have been such a dummy. I know, it's like the classic evil underground lair. Look, they got the crazy machinery, they got the underwater docks, and the massive tunnel, and it's Xi'an. Awesome. Well, I'm glad I knew what she looked like before she showed up. If it would have been someone other than Xi'an, it would have been really awkward if you were supposed to say pronounce it Scion, like you are for a certain League of Legends character who has the same spelling in English. Yes, it is Da Vinci. We're a little bit shorter than usual. She's a little bit shorter than usual, but it is Da Vinci. I'm a Da Vinci backup unit made by the one and only Da Vinci herself. Thanks for that. Put it on Gordolf's tab. Gordolf has that money, I'm sure. He'll be fine. The audio is like completely dead here. It's kind of weird. Signing this contract? I think we'll pass. I also absolutely saw the end of humanity. See, even she's with that. End of humanity stuff. The following. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We can't do that. We can't give up MASH. Yeah, mate. Don't sign. Don't just sign there. I'm assuming he's being pestered into signing. I can just imagine him actually taking a pen and being about to sign that. He seemed awkward enough in the anime to actually try to do something if he was pushed into doing something. Oh, Zimbabwean dollars. Oh, so like 5 cents. Inflation. Ah, see? It seems like Foe doesn't approve of her. Formal, you were just trolling us to put us at ease. Alright. Yeah, everyday mild mannered. You're doing a lot. You're pulling out a lot of jokes for someone who's seen the end of the world. Must be irritated. I don't know how long has it been for her alone on the island, depending on how many people are here. Might have been alone on the island for like a year or two. Focus intelligence. Backup resurrections. Foe is smart again. He's not intelligent. We haven't seen proof he's intelligent again. We don't know. But yes, when he does, everyone will have a backup life. Maybe we'll resurrect Romani. Please don't do that. We need deaths to have meaning, so don't resurrect people. I don't know about that. Glad to be here. Are you going to explain how the Wandering Sea still exists and how the ocean is still real? I mean, even if it's pointless exposition, I'm curious. It's Merlin's familiar. A modicum of intelligence. He is getting smarter. Alright, what happened to us? You knew about the attack? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, no, quiet, Gordolf, please. Please don't make a fool of yourself, Gordolf. No doubt I was the first to be killed off. With in Alice prognostications, the confidence. Ah, certainly he would assume I died, but I survived due to my brilliance. Let's see. Let's see. What's he say? Of course. Kill the genius. Of course. The genius Commander Gordolf. At least he's putting up a good front, right? I feel like she's actually surprised that he's alive, and it's just like, or is like, are you fucking kidding me? They actually let him take charge. Yep. Ah, it's Nemo. Hello. You look oddly out of place. Your art style doesn't match anyone else's. But hey, it's good to see you. Are you gonna magic up our ship? That'd be cool. I don't know if Da Vinci would appreciate that though. It would seem that is the case. Alright. The information, as long as you have access to Aldea, you can just whip up a servant summoning system, no biggie. That's good to know. So I can see why I don't see why they're that concerned about the servant summoning process in the UN when like literally anyone who's a mage could just summon a servant. I mean, I know Shield's really good, really smart, but all right. Not really anymore. All right. Nameless. No, no, we already have an archer. It's worse than watching Koru's die. It is Atlas. They know enough. They can do it. But I was saying, like, it was a massive undertaking to have, like, the magical reactor to do it, and she just did it single-handedly. For what we know. But that may not be the case. And again, I imagine she's had some time, and she is, if the sea is empty, she has literally, like, the resources of an entire magical institute at her hands to do whatever the fuck she wants to do with it. So, if there's gonna be someone who can do it, it's gonna be, like, it's pretty reasonable that she has the ability to get the servant summoning off the ground if she has the specs for it. Alright. What's wrong with it? It's a tank! It's not a ship! You can't summon the decent heroic spirit without Mash's shield. Alright then. How did you not have any powerful relics? Like, alright, 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 alright. You know, it's fine. Unfortunately, I've been on JP, so I know who that is at a glance, because he's on Raid Up right now. They also gave him the title Captain. There's only so many freaking captains that care about boats. It's a very short list. Also, based on his appearance, you have like a nice range of years, so he's probably not a pirate because he's not dressed like one. That removes all the famous pirates. Then you just have people who would wear a turban. And she just said phantom, so it's fictitious. Fortunately, I already know who it is, so it's not really much of a guess, but, you know. There's a lot of ways to narrow that down. There's no one else around. Alright. Alright, let's go. Give us the grand tour. Are you trying to remake Caldeus here? Exactly! Ah, okay, it was modeled after this place. That's why it looks the same. I thought she just decided to go around and rebuild it. But this is the masterpiece of it. So you were building it, but it was modeled after it? Alright, whatever. Just make it this. Alright. Awesome. That's a lot of materials. You obviously saw this coming from a while out. You don't just have this. This is a shit ton of material. Just in mass. That's a lot to carry around. good call. Good call in this case. Exactly. That's a good question. Probably. Sounds like Sherlock. Just die if you can't ask pointless questions. Or or fail to reveal information. If he reveals everything, he also dies, right? Cool. The Wandering Sea is like its own singularity, drifting between world textures. Alright, that's why the sea randomly spawns in the middle of the desert. Because it's not on the world's physical texture. Makes sense. Alright. Came to the Wandering Sea because you predicted this future. Makes sense. Alright. Yep, try Hermes. Makes data records. How do you arrive at the prediction that the world ceases to exist? I guess Caldeus knows that. But yeah, there was a desert, right? That's what they've been driving across for half the time, and then the sea randomly didn't the sea randomly show up? Like they just appeared in the ocean? Or not, it's not actually a desert, but I'm like, how else do you want to describe that? Yeah, deserts don't exist. Because deserts still have life. It's the flat, empty, sandy, not even sand, inorganic matter plane with some. Yeah, I know. I think you're like 2 seconds behind me because I did say deserts. A real desert would have life because there are animals and plants in them, and there's things like rain. Oh, in the case of that, okay. You want to go that way, sure. I was speaking more like deserts on Earth typically have life, thus describing the place as a desert is inaccurate. But yes, the default state of a solid planet would, I guess, be a desert as well. Would not have life. Yeah. I would just describe them as lifeless rocks. How is that a dilemma? The world's gonna cease to. I mean, it is a dilemma. How the fuck do you deal with that? The theater. The great theater reject excuse for a father. Alright. How understaffed you have to be like, oh, the world's going to end. Not my problem. Someone else handle it. Every single person. Wait. Every single person in the Atlas Institute is working on solving the end of a problem with the end of, that causes the end of the world. How unstable does Earth have to be? Can you imagine? Just like there's like 100 people working at this research facility. Every single one of them has their own project. And you're like, what are you doing? Trying to stop the end of the world? Oh, what happens in 2021? Alien alpacas invade and kill everyone. And you're like, okay, what are you doing? Oh, the world's going to be wiped clean by extra-dimensional invaders in 2020. Oh, what are you doing? Well, you see, in 2025, nuclear holocaust kills everyone. Oh, okay. 2023? Yeah, we got one for that. What about March? Oh, there's one there. April? Yeah. So we just solved April's. Just ahead of deadline. No big deal. Talk about understaffed. So where's the rest of the people at the Wandering Sea? But if it's going to end in a year, then it has to be a sudden one, right? Supposedly the only ones capable of ray shifting. I imagine the Atlas Institute could whip something together. Since they built all the tech. But yeah, the currently active system is the one you go for first. Alright. Thanks for having faith in us. Prepare for your eventual arrival. Makes sense. I mean, you'd need the base of operations anyway, right? So it's not a bad plan to get started even if they don't arrive. Yeah, what happened to all of them? Yeah, sounds about right. Wait, they just up and left? What? They just up and were like, bored, and just left? Alright. It contains a workshop devoted to bringing back several different ages of gods. Alright. It's a mystery. Holmes is always about those mysteries, man. Like, how would you expect him not to be like, we should find out what's behind that gate immediately? He says it could shatter several lords at once. We'll find a way to open it. They just gave us a Chekhov's gun, so there's no way the gate doesn't open at some point. They were really they were really cute. So before I knew it, I went, how bad of a stowaway are you? You're like, oh, that person on my ship's cute. I'm gonna go say hi. I'm supposed to be hiding. We're making a new base on the spot? I assume we're just taking out extra rooms because they probably have tons of space on the Wandering Isle. Alright, I'm actually AP capped, so I gotta stop and do Christmas stuff. Unfortunately. Thankfully, the team should be assembled. Level 80. Painful. Painful. Where did all the plus 390s go? Painful, painful, painful. You know what's more painful? Not running Waver is very painful. It makes all these waves so slow. But I got people I need to get to Bond 10. And Waver is already Bond 10, so he does not need it. So I will suffer through these long fights. All for the sake of getting us those snowmen and not wasting AP. They don't like slow combat? No, it seems to be going at the right pace. It looks like the visuals are lagging somehow. It might just be because I've played a bunch on Japan that it feels slow? I don't know. Something feels off. Maybe could have done Buster. I think she might have actually killed, but like, yeah, okay. Oh well. We got the AP we needed. The only one who needs AP is Q. Who's not doing much? We just need a blue card out of Q so that he can actually use his NP on the third wave, and then we'll be good. This is an irritating disruption at this wave is an irritating disruption, this whole battle. I just want to get back to that story. It's been interesting seeing Shion as a character who we haven't seen in a very long time in Type Moon franchise. Well, at least one person resisted that. Cool. Yeah, yeah, okay, so it's an unnatural desert of sorts. I wonder what the compound is like. I wonder what the texture of that dust is like. I was remarking earlier that the weird remnants and structures looked kind of cool. I think it would be cool to explore the oh shit, I forgot. That was dumb. I was like, I don't need to do that. We're good here. I guess we did. Oh well. I forgot to use his debuff cleanse first. Both were in my head as things to do. I just went with my default because I'm not usually debuffed. Oh well. Well, he's only gonna do like 100k now, which is not the 130 we wanted him to do. So this guy will not actually die, but that's okay. We can probably kill him shortly anyway. We also didn't have the charisma because we were like, burn ahead of schedule? Oh well. Nobody has attack buffs. Alright game, let me back to the story. Let me back to the story. I need it! I need it! Cool. Christmas thing done. Alright, intro 3-3, let's go. No more delays, intro 3-3. Gimme it. I don't know how many story chapters there are in the intro, but I need this intro. Are we gonna drive all the way to China? Are we driving to Nevada? We got a plot hook to go to Nevada. Okay. Alright. Yes, Scotty's been defeated and her tree is gone, taking the Scandinavian Lostbelt with it. Alright. Somehow I feel Koi and Sky is not too bothered by the fact that Ophelia is dead. Kadok is here in the flesh and perfectly fine? What? Oh, that was only a cut frame. I couldn't do anything about seeing that again. Alright. Cut in. Alright. That was a cut in. I don't like it. Yeah, we know she's lying. We can see Koi and Sky here, which isn't always here in this portrait. Kadok and Kushtari are here. I guess he made it. He made it here safely. No clue what he's gonna say now, since he's still alive after losing his Lostbelt. No one buys your sympathy. This is her Lostbelt upcoming, right? Hey, it's Spade. I think it's this chick on the right's Lostbelt that's coming up, right? You were there for. Listen, nobody actually trusts Koi and Skya. Nobody, right? Right? Yeah, that's what they do. They've all decided to sit back and watch and see what happens. You decided that from the start of this mess. No, no. In human society, you can comment on things, even things you didn't have any involvement in. Ranting on politics when you aren't a politician. Expressing opinions on foreign policy when you haven't graduated public school. All that stuff is perfectly okay. It's called the internet. No, we're intentionally sequestering ourselves. It's every man for himself right now. They're really trying to do that, at least. What are you mad about? Oh, it's pepperoni, man. It says pepperoncino, but I see pepperoni. I see a pepperoni, man. Oh, the spooks. The spooks hit hard sometimes. Look at this guy playing Peacemaker. How bad was the spook? Almost like a review. You haven't said anything, but I assume she gave that information ahead of time. I wouldn't either. Foxwoman is not trustworthy. I'm curious what the petals are. In reference to his own tree? What teamwork? You guys don't work together. Because you got saved by Chaldea. Define shitty luck. He's a good master, I guess. Also, we have the ability to retry fights, and they don't. Except for Kirshtar. Wait, no, they could retry, right? They just couldn't succeed in the singularities? I don't know if they only had one try in their simulated version of the singularities. Lobe. Oh, Mordred. God damn it. I would have killed for a Mordred spook instead of Anastasia. I'm jealous of that Mordred roll, but congratulations. Yeah, Mash. His defenses are perfect. Mash is like barely functional. No, I'm not getting carried. I don't know what. I wasn't carried by Heracles through the whole game. I swear. I wasn't. I'm tempted to. If I ever make a third account, I'm probably gonna just get Heracles to carry me through the whole game, so I can get through the stupid singularities and get to the Lost Belts right away. I am pretty hard to kill since I got MASH. That's very true. Apparently MASH has a good ass. Confirmed in universe. Although I think we all knew that already. Nice ass, good to know. I don't see how it's difficult to believe he's made it this far. That is a weird statement to make. Every single one of you people who isn't Kirshtaria failed to get through Solomon in your simulated version. What the heck? You're like, man, I'm surprised he's made it this far. It's like, bruh, you knew he'd made it that far before he showed up in your in anyone's Lostbelt. You're like, he's better than fucking everyone else here. Either by circumstance or by luck, he's still made it further than all of you. Congratulations on the Mordred. I don't see how they're like super surprised that he's doing okay. You should like at this point everyone should think he's reasonably competent. Even if he doesn't have that much experience, he needs to have something going for him that gets him further than every single one of you could get in the battle. So I don't know why they're like acting like he doesn't know anything. It's kind of weird. Like, oh, this guy's clearly an idiot and lucked into beating. It's like, yeah, he just did 7 singularities and you couldn't. We have MASH, servants. We got lots of servants actually. No, we're a master, not a mage. We don't have any magic. Ah. Thanks for explaining that you can't transmit spells over distance even through a master-servant bond. Yeah, still good waifu. Bruh, you literally had to get your ass saved by Anastasia. What are you talking about, safe zone? Ah, good waifu material. Yes, Mordred is good waifu material. The best from Apocrypha. Yeah. Surtur's her servant, though, right? And then she done fucked up. Then he done fucked up because Scotty's like, I'm gonna spend all my power killing Surtur. No, that was a you made a mistake there, my man. Scotty wasn't willing to die. She was willing to fight to the death to stay alive. Oh shit, that's going on now, isn't it? Probably not. I don't actually find their stream that entertaining. Anaplex's stream. I've watched a couple of Anaplex's broadcasts. They're okay, but it's like I watched the one for the Lostbelt 1 and 2, and the one for the Lostbelt 2 release, and neither of them were like particularly entertaining to me. It was kind of like, whoa, we're getting a Lostbelt. Oh, really? We're getting a Lostbelt. Yeah, it's coming out this week, and you're like, yeah, it is. Oh, it's gonna be so exciting. And then they do interviews with like the people from Japan, and they're like, oh, was that Lostbelt any good? I can't remember. It's so long ago. I think it was all right. And you're like, man, I really wish we weren't 2 years behind, because all the enthusiasm from the people who are Japanese is like completely gone. Or comes off as like false. That was my impression of both of the interviews, or both the streams. It was like, what's his name? Wow, why can't I remember the name of our? I just forgot the name of the guy who brought it over to NA. Whatever his name is, he's the most excited out of everyone, and the Japanese people seem like they're just doing that because they're obligated to. They didn't seem super enthusiastic. Like the people they interview about the Lostbelts are like, "Oh yeah, how was it?" And you're like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna have fun." And you're just like, would kind of be more excited for a premiere if it was actually new to them. I don't know. But yeah, that's my impression. It just doesn't come off as all that genuine. It's like if I had seen Nemo and was like, holy crap, who's this guy? He's captain. What could he be captain of? It's like, I'm not going to bullshit you. He was literally on Rate Up in JP 5 minutes ago. That's my opinion of their release streams. They aren't all that exciting. I mean, there might be something exciting in this one, and I might watch the rebroadcast if I can find a recording of it, but I'm not super enthused. I'm more interested in reading the story right now than I am seeing what they say about it. That's my opinion. I feel like it would be much more exciting if it was actually new content, but none of it's actually new content. Like, the most exciting thing they'll have is, like, we might get an animation update or, like, a quality of life feature new. But, or, like, early. Like, we don't actually get new material for the most part. They, like, announce, like what is there that you actually want to see in the Aniplex stream? Like, that you need to see right away. Not really that much, I don't think. I'm not saying you don't, like, if you think it's worth it, you can go see it. I personally am like, yeah, exactly. I watched the first two because I thought they'd be interesting, but I realized it wasn't really worth it. But again, like I said, if it was actually new content, like completely new stuff, that's completely different. I think it would be much more interesting. Like, the most exciting thing I got in both of those streams was they did announce that Ascension lines were going to have subtitles. That was the most exciting thing for me, because it was the only thing we didn't know was coming. Like, subtitling Ascension lines. An entire stream to announce that, and the rest is just, yeah, you know, because you read the news page, we're getting a new patch tomorrow. Like, okay. Like, I don't know. Like, I imagine it's kind of hard to be excited anyway. Like, Like, I know, you know the Lostbelt's coming, you know the content, you can literally go look up a story summary of it because everyone and their mother has already ranted about it, and all the bosses. You can look up guides for it. It's like, it feels very difficult. Like, I'm excited to read it for the first time, but I'm not excited to see an announcement about the new Lostbelt, because if I want to know stuff like that, stuff like what exciting servants are in the Lostbelt, that can already be looked up on Google. Anyway, back to the story, which I'm actually enjoying. Oof, yeah. Is that how Kirstaria feels? That seems pretty mean. Come on, come on. Barrel's being the one sane person right here, at least in this paragraph. This line of dialogue, he seems kind of sane. Alright. Nobody could hope to cross that sea of yours. Alright. Rasputin has a team fighting a group of proper human history servants in the Grecian seas. So you're saying there's actually other servant groups running around doing shit? Alright. I wonder who they're with. Or if they're just summoned by the world. Onmyoji. Okay, I've literally never seen Onmyoji before. That's a new word. What does that actually translate to? Sorcerer. Sorcerer, apparently? Okay, whatever. I'll take it. Sounds good to me. Are you gonna charge us for it? What are you gonna do? He doesn't do jack shit for free. So much for the Wandering Sea being a defensive stronghold. If it just takes it, and hard to find, if she can just instantly teleport there, seems good. Kirshar? Yeah, he's not exactly a likable character. Kind of weird that Ophelia had that bit of a crush on him. And it's like, what is there to like about this asshole? Other than the fact that he saved your life this one time. But he kind of dragged you into killing everyone on Earth, so, you know, maybe not the best guy? Yeah, he looks alright. He's supposed to... I don't know. I think I think his clothing matches his image. At least we know that Kirstaria's thing is Greek. They're not hiding that from us. A few different police here. How many city states do we get? I don't know. We'll have to find out. You could probably watch the friggin'... You could watch the Aniplex stream if you want to find out when they're releasing it. They'll probably tell you the exact date, or at least give you a number of weeks. I'm predicting like a week or so, though. It might even be as soon as like Friday or something. Might be as... Yeah, it's probably the next couple days. That's how it went for Lostbelt 1 and 2. They did the stream, and then shortly after they're like, oh, it'll be up in a couple days, and we got this thing going on tonight. Actually, I think Lostbelt 2 was that night. I don't remember. I think it was. It was either that or it was like 2 days. I'm pretty sure it was like that night. Something was released that night. I think it was the Lostbelt. Yeah. There's very good odds it's tomorrow. There's good odds it's tomorrow. Yeah. Because tomorrow officially starts in like an hour, I think, for them. Or is it at 1? I don't remember. Yeah. But yeah, it's basically like it's gonna be in a couple days. Yeah, Kirstari's a bit of a dick for the people he's supposed to care about. I don't like the way Kirstari acts either. But he's not supposed to be likable, so guess they wrote him alright. He's not a very compelling villain, though. Okay. That's one thing I don't like about these guys. None of them are compelling adversaries. Like, their reasoning is like, yeah, we killed everyone on Earth. Why? Because we were resurrected, and we're like, why not? I guess. Like, okay, cool. So are you like terrified for your survival? Are you terrified for your survival? Is that where you're going along with this? Can we see some like stronger internal conflict? Like, why are you on this? No backstory. Like, they don't have a backstory that compels them to fight against you with any real effort. Like their lame ass excuse for disliking you is that they were dead and you did their actions. Like, are you like that's Kirstaria's motivation. He's like, fuck the protagonist, cause well, I was dead, he did shit and got glory, and you're like, bro, you're fucking dead. what the fuck do you want? You're like, I got killed. Like, it's one thing to be like, why didn't they call me? They called this random asshole and he succeeded. Why didn't they just call me? I'm the big guy. I've got a big dick. I can do all this shit. But they're like, instead, Kirstari's motivation is like, fuck the protagonist because while I was dead, he was able to do literally anything. It's like, what? What? How is that a motivation? You haven't... Well, I mean, maybe we'll see a real motivation later, but it makes all of the villains come off as kind of superficial. Like, the most interesting villain is the foreign god because they don't tell you anything about him. Everyone at the table, you're like, they're not really great villains. You kind of have to wait until you see the Lostbelt to see the real villains. I would have liked, since we're having these dialogues, to have all these people be much more compelling villains. Which they haven't really done. But I mean, it's hard because they're all, like, why would you randomly decide to team up with the guy who's going to kill everyone on Earth? Like, does any of them have a plan to beat the foreign god and retake Earth? Like, I know we're relatively early on because we're in the third act, but I'd like to see something like that from at least one of them. All of them seem to just have the plan to go along with grow the tree out, do nothing, wait until you're the last man standing, kill off everyone else, and then wait, the foreign gods won. I don't know. I don't know what their plan is. Maybe it's just the wait and see because they can't think of anything, but it seems like they're not really doing much. Like, even here, they have these meetings, and then they just decide to be super passive about everything. It's nice seeing the protagonist is active, but the villain is, the villains all just sit around and do nothing. In these interludes, they just talk, like, oh, they didn't even seriously suggest sending someone to beat the bad guy, beat the protagonist. They're just like casually suggest it, and they're like, ah, sure, I'll do that. Like, okay, 2 questions. 1, how is Sorcerer a failsafe for literally anything? Plus, we also beat him, so he's clearly not a failsafe for anything. 2, you're planning on conquering all the Lostbelts with your own Lostbelt, so it doesn't make any sense for him to be a strategic defense, considering if everything goes to plan, you absorb the other Lostbelts, and thus Sorcerer ceases to exist. Alright. Oh, we're good. Ophelia. Okay. That is an okay motivation, but I don't... That's not a motivation. That's an okay goal. I'm okay with his goal there, to write a new history. I don't think that's a terrible goal, but what he needs is motivation. There's no motivation for Kirstari right there. Why does he want to write a new history? What so horrendously wronged him in the past that he's like, I want to kill everyone on Earth and build my own planet, civilization, over the ruins? What has he experienced that makes him say that's a good idea? As far as we know, he is like the best of mages. His life is amazing. He was planning on saving the world, and he's like, man, the protagonist saved the world instead of me, so I'm gonna kill everyone on the planet and build a new civilization where I'm God. And you're like, that is a stupid motivation. It's like, you were literally dead. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, it's not even like, you're like, this doesn't compute. I was dead, things happened while I was dead, therefore I'll kill everyone. Like, it doesn't make sense as a motivation for anyone who's even remotely sane. And they're playing him off as sane, so I don't get it. If he was like, you know, really loopy, it would make more sense. Anyway. Yeah, his actions just don't make sense. It'd almost be better if they just straight up darkened all of them. And we're like, well, now they're evil, surprise. Hey, it's another... We have a cafeteria now. We have an exact replica of our own room. Wow, you knew exactly what it looked like. That's almost creepy. Sterile clinical halls. That's exactly what we were looking for, right? When we got back to safety. Nothing personal, just sterile halls. Alright. 2 weeks, that's quite impressive, Captain. Oh, Gordolf. Back to this. Wait, so you didn't have any food either. Where's the food coming from? Are we gonna use Rice Man? Is that how we're, like... Chaldea's eating goop? Shion's eating goop? They built a cafeteria. Where is the food coming from? Rice Man, that's all I gotta say. They're having a lot of rice. I think I know what the Alice Institute. Didn't we already get this? We don't know much about her as a person. We kind of know why she's here. Friendships with real people and feelings. Does Nemo not count as someone with feelings? Yeah, the Atlas Institute is not motivated by personal gain because none of their projects are supposed to leave the Atlas Institute, right? They don't give a shit, right? That makes sense. Good to know she has all those logs. I guess they were sort of public. What happened after? Tell us what happened. Alright. Exposition time. Recap stuff, at least. How does she know about the Russian Lostbelt? Has she been there herself? I'm curious. What's her explanation for that? Wait, she knows that we fought Ivan the Terrible. How does she know this? How do you predict that an author... You know, she's pretty smart, but how do you honestly predict... How do you, someone who's been trapped in here for like the last 3 months, predict that someone will travel to an alternate history version of Earth set in Russia, where Ivan the Terrible is a 200-foot tall mammoth, and every single person is a furry? I'm very curious how you find that out, because there was no way for us to find out what was in the Lostbelts. At least the cryptors have communication arrays and shit. But how is she finding this out? She is a very busy person in their 3 months. Did she, like, use her own version of Paper Moon to get in? And then get out? Maybe. I'm just curious how she figured it out. She even knows the name of the tree of emptiness, Orochi. So she actually somehow managed to get to and see the tree. I assume she's gonna say the same thing about the second tree, and we'll be like, how the hell did you see that? It was invisible. Wait. I'm working on what the trees are, but based on the data about its internal gravitational field recorded during the battle, we can make an educated guess. Okay, what's your guess? Okay. Yeah. I feel like this is a summary more for us than it is supposed to be a plot. Either that or she's omniscient. When I first saw you had lost the Paper Moon. Okay, she must be seeing some crazy... This must be the vision she saw from that projector thing, but still, I have no clue how it predicts the contents of an alternate reality history and how it's progressed in several thousand years. Sombrero. Randomly a Mexican hat. Didn't make a lot of sense as a name then, still doesn't now. We have Orochi and Sombrero, the two trees. Cool. Thanks for the plot recap. It's been a while, so I appreciate it. Makes sense, yeah. Yeah, their society was on fucking life support. It was pretty bad. Alright, that's fair. Lostbelt depth. So the first one was pretty shallow. I guess we'll ask what the Lostbelt depth for the two is. Shallow and then slightly deeper. So like E ranking and then D ranking, I guess. See what we got. Oh, cool. Fancy. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we cleared out the Russian one in Moscow, which is the orb in Eastern Europe, and then we cleared out the orb in Scandinavia, and then we're in the North Sea. So Camelot's down here. This huge ass. Which one are we going to next? There's like randomly a Lostbelt in the middle of the fucking ocean. What the heck? Must be Atlantis. Three Lostbelts in Europe, 2 in Asia, 1 in South America, and 1 in the middle of the Atlantic. Are you gonna have the one we blew up, the ones erased? Erase them? And 1 in the middle of the Atlantic, the only place on Earth that still has an ocean from before the world reset, which we're actually really close to. Cool. So we're gonna go for it first, or leave it? Britain and South America will both self-destruct if left to their own devices. Alright. Humanity in Camelot, or England, is on the verge of collapse. Alright. A month of R&R? Oh no, I don't want to wait a month for the Lostbelt. Don't do that to me. You're like the most expendable of us, Gordolf. What the heck are you talking about? Good riddance. Why would you want them to be the same as the ones at Caldea? We could have anything, any new artistic design, and they replicated them. Why? It's a fucking room. Why did you have to make it like some sterile clinical place instead of something that's more reasonable? Or natural? Ugh, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Master's supposed to like that aesthetic. I don't freaking know. Maybe it's because they want to not have to change the setting or make any new background panels. Asset reuse, everybody. Of course. All of Da Vinci's stuff looks like Magecraft from the Middle Ages. I wonder why. This looks like a hospital room. An underground hospital room. There are minor changes, but I don't know why they didn't do their own, like... Who actually cares about room design? Real quick, like, having the same room as you did previously. Maybe the X, Y, Z dimensions? Maybe. And only in, like, a vague sense. I care more about the things in my room, and maybe that it's spacious enough, but, like, I don't know. It's not my style. Good night, Kohai. Ah, Foe's staying with me. Is Foe gonna fight off Coin's guy? Maybe because you're an asshole. I mean, maybe they remembered because they actually worked at Calder. You'll be able to beat them. You'll be able to beat them. The difficulty doesn't go up that fast. Midnight snack time? Have some confidence. You'll be able to beat them. To my knowledge, 3 and 4 are not. 3 is not that hard. 4 is like slightly harder. I'm told 5 is the difficult one, but we got lots of time. That's like 5.52 is like a year and a half out. Like, you got plenty of time to beat future Lostbelt bosses. And even if you can't beat them right away, you got plenty of time between the next Lostbelt or the next event. They give you way more than enough time to finish the Lostbelt. If you need to like take a break and grind out skills or materials for a servant. Between the curling Chaldean spaces, like that looks delicious. He's got fucking cake. Damn it. I keep seeing cakes all around. I really want a cake now. I don't know what kind of cake I want. I don't even know what cafes are open, but I want a slice of cake. There's definitely nothing open at this time of night, but that serves cake, but sweet scent of butter. Strawberries, cream, a thin layer of maybe sponge cake. We'll see. How can I refuse? I was up for a snack too. I'm still confused where the food came from, but you know, whatever. Maybe you can just make it with magic. This is a slightly different kitchen layout actually, now that I think about it. I'll figure out somewhere to buy cake. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Tomorrow's Friday, so it's not like I have anything to do all weekend. I can think of a store to go to. Maybe not a whole cake, just a slice would be good. Yeah, the real issue is I'd go to a cafe and then I'd have to buy the slice of cake, drive all the way home, and then eat it. Because of course indoor dining is closed and it's freaking cold out. I would like to enjoy cake. And cake and tea. Sounds nice. Cake and tea tomorrow sound nice. Might have that. Might have that when I do some more Christmas and whatever. Probably Christmas and JP tomorrow anyway. I want to say of course not, but yeah. I found this cake here with a note that said for uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, he just up and ate the cake? He just has a note for you and he just up and ate it? What is he doing? What the I mean, I'm assuming this is poisoned. I was pretty steamed when I saw this cake with your name on it, but calmed down quickly and said, decided to do the kind thing and taste it. What a fucking prick. Even if it's poisoned, that guy's a dick. Yeah, Koi and Sky already got in. It took her, what, 2 seconds to break in? So it took Koi and Sky less than a minute to instantly break in. So much for the Wandering Sea being remote or secret at all. Literally 1 second later, not even a day passes, and she's already gone from wherever the fuck she was, which was in person at Kirstaria's place. Alright, later, bro. All the way into here. Alright. Like 8 hours to go from Kirstaria's Lostbelt all the way to here. To find, locate the Wandering Sea, and get into it, and then bake a cake. It takes like 2 hours to make a cake. It takes at least an hour to make a cake, right? I'm not that impatient. I'm enjoying this though. Maybe it was, I forget how long the drive was for them. Maybe that's wrong. I'm just reacting in real time and explaining my thought process. I feel like that's interesting. See how someone's thinking. It's true, it's true. I still want to ask. I'm asking the questions, right? Like I feel like just sitting here and be like, uh-huh, uh-huh, is kind of boring. It means I'm not really adding anything to this. Whereas if I ask questions, or make comments on it, I feel like it's more interesting rather than just reading it. Obviously, I can just read it myself. Like, I'm sure they're gonna tell us how she magically appeared at some point. She has a trick up her sleeve. She had an idea in the first place when she left. Oh, if it sounds too whiny, I'll work on that. That's a valid criticism. Your plan's ruined by a fat man. Only enough poison to kick for one person. Alright. Have a poison. Imagine your whole plan. You make a brilliant assassination attempt on someone, and it gets ruined because a fat guy's like, "Oh, cake for someone else. I guess I'll have some." All right. I'm gonna ignore that other part. Poison? Don't be absurd. I gave it a taste test to ensure it was safe. Hey Shadow, how's it going? All of her brilliant assassination plot spoiled by a fat guy. I love it. Cool. She'll just warp out now. $96 Frankenstein. Nice, nice. Gil is the servant with the most raid ups. Also the first raid up servant, right? Or the first limited servant, right? Not only does he have the most raid ups, but he is the most common limited servant. But guess what? I still don't have a copy, so I'll still roll for it. He has poison cleansing skills of some sort. I should have said Tadaima. My bad. Gardolf has 10 days left to live. Alright. He's essentially fine. Hallucinating servants, Ishtar Musashi, and someone else. Cool, thanks for the news, my man. I'd probably still be rolling for Gilgamesh, but thanks for the news. That's good. Another chance to get Gilgamesh before I roll for him in New Year's and fail to get him again. Maybe the surprise Thanksgiving raid up will help. I got bad news. Gardolf is dying. Master's fine. Yes, but the thing is, we're basically immune to poison, and Koyanskaya didn't know that. Mash, just passively saving our life. Thanks, Mash. You weren't even here and you saved my life. No, this is good. This is good. We can write him out of the story. You eat the cake, ask for seconds, and she's like, what's wrong with you? Yeah. Yes, for seconds. You eat seconds, you're still okay. She's like, what's wrong with you? Forgets you have poison resistance. There's nothing we can do. Oh yeah, you got Mordred and she's showing up in the Lostbelt. Yeah, we'll have to go talk to... Where are we going? So it is a natural substance? Alright. How do you know the name of a plant that doesn't exist? I mean, I guess the guess is it originates in China, so you just give it a name. Its name. Zhan Shui Ming Mai. Immortal Decline. Oh, it doesn't exist on Earth in 2020. So that means it went extinct at some point, probably. Which means they're using the list of the effects so they can conclude that where it comes from. Okay, that makes sense. And you basically say, oh, it's a Chinese name, so naturally we go to China, find it. Because it's probably in historical China, which is the Lostbelt. Yeah, we're gonna see more Mordred. Looking forward to that. Oh, origin of the plant comes from medicinal, unfortunately that's all. Yep. Then I guess, are we seriously going on a quest to save Gordolf? We're seriously going on a quest to save Gordolf? It's our resident genius, Da Vinci. It most likely comes from China, so we just go to China. And it's in the Lostbelt. Makes perfect sense. I'm on board. Yep. Completely different China. She doesn't just spawn out of nowhere, right? Yeah, it's like, it's a Chinese item. We'll find it in the Chinese Lostbelt because they all had the topography of the region they're from. Makes sense. I've just managed to summon the perfect guide for us. Wait, who'd you summon? Who'd you summon? The very first Helver summoned with Chaldea's Spirit Origin Grip. Who is it? Who is it? Any guesses? People who haven't read this already. Flash in the wind, cuter than fire, lowest spirits charged with her eyes, Shenren. Who? Who? It's Nazar? What? What? Yeah, that's not how you introduce Nazar, but alright. I mean, yeah, 100% Angra. That's not how I would describe Angra, but alright, it's Nazar. Kind of weird having Nazar around as our first summon, but you know what? We needed a Chinese servant, and she's probably the only Chinese servant we have right now. Or, we have Jin K, right? We have Jin K and Nazar, so not bad. The first to be resummoned. Yeah. They both have an A in their name. Yeah, you're gonna have to work really hard. Thanks. Nice to see you again, Nazar. You beautiful goddess. I do glasses, dude. We're going... Oh my god. We're going on a quest to kill a Lostbelt just to save this idiot. Oh my god. We're going on a quest to save Gordolf. Are you freaking serious? I know. Good luck on the challenge quest. It's not too bad. I did a clear with Lancelot earlier. Lancelot, Merlin, Mash was my front line. Back line was Ryoma. I'm trying to think of who the other person was. There was someone else. Oh, Ryoma, Waver, and Nero. And for the most part, you just need to focus the Lancer down. Bring a good Saber DPS and some supports to take him down. Going for Merlin first. That's an interesting choice. I feel like the real danger in the quest is the Lancer, as she gives Curse on Break Bar and has an AoE Noble Phantasm, which will wreck your whole team. Especially because it also gives a dot that, if not magic resisted, if you don't resist it, it does like 1,000 or more damage per turn, even if you're invuln. Let me know how that goes for you, though. I'm curious how the Rider strategy works out. Yeah, how did we teleport into this? Lancelot double Tomomo, that's a good strat. I like that one. Definitely our first time here, so one of us summoned her. Alright. Look at Gordolf. Look at Gordolf. Yeah, I was originally planning to do Okita Waver Merlin for the challenge quest. And then I thought, hey, let's try Lancelot, see how he does. I have NP2 Lancelot Saber. He's not like max skilled like my Okita is, and he's only level 80, but he did manage to pull it off. Because he can loop pretty hard, or he can almost loop. Well, he needs crits to loop, right? But he can get his NP back ridiculously fast. Alright, Gordolf's awkward flirting. That's a thing. Yeah, touch. That's the right word to use. Wait, why would you keep lipstick on? Whatever. Okay, you got the Merlin down. That's good. Farewell, lipstick. Farewell, fond memories. Guess if she knew more, she would have known poison wasn't very effective. We should burn all of his clothes to make sure that there isn't any random hairs from Koyanskaya honor on us, on his clothing still. You never know, right? Burn her. Throw Hassan at the Serenity? No, no, no. No, we have to... Hassan of the Serenity is dangerous. She can kill other people, like Xion. That's not safe. You know. She walks in the same room as Xion or Menuair accidentally and they just drop dead, that'd be bad. They sit in the same chair as her. Oops, oops, a little bit of sweat. Oh, they're dead. Not a great thing. We have to resummon them too, right? All that effort to go through. Thanks, Captain. Foe approves of this mission. See, if Foe had approved of our previous mission, yeah, I would resummon as many people as you can instead of just one person and go. I mean, if you want to save Gordolf, maybe not, but like, I would still try to summon like 5 people right away. Like, you gotta go make sure the ship's ready. You gotta probably do some tests. It's probably gonna take like a couple hours before they actually launch the ship, right? Because they also have to do some calculations and shit. So you can just be like, yeah, we're gonna, while you're doing that, we're gonna do some summons, get a handful of servants, and then go do something. I was like, there's no way you just launch immediately without doing a test run or something, or at least checking that your modifications are ready. 15 days of supplies. I'm still assuming that all the supplies are rice. I'm just imagining they summoned Rice Man but didn't mention him because it's like he's just here to provide an infinite supply of rice so you guys could still eat. It's better than recycled whatever it is. And rations, right? Obtain our entire quest this Lostbelt is to cure Gordolf of his disease that he kind of caused. He got himself poisoned. Alright. Bonus points. Not even the real goal. Bonus points. Kill the king. Cut down the tree of emptiness. Take out the cryptor. We got 10 days. That's plenty of time. Now, curiously enough, I wonder if the people hiding in the Wandering Sea who don't give a shit would care if one of the Lostbelts had the Age of the Gods reinstated. Why don't they care about the Lostbelts, considering they have the literal Age of the Gods in them? Like, the second Lostbelt, the Age of the Gods kind of didn't end properly. I feel like they would be interested in that, considering their whole goal was to reinstate the Age of the Gods. Or, like, bring it back. It's kind of weird that they're not interested in the Lostbelts. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind Nemo. He's been pretty alright so far. I might throw some random quartz at him and JP if he's still on raid up. Now that they've finally introduced him. There's no time to waste. No time to waste. Yet here we are. Here we are. No news post update? Nope, just the release. Alright. Well, I guess I'm gonna clear these nodes. And then head off. This isn't intended to be a super long stream since I don't usually stream today. Although it seems to be happening more and more often. Oh, did you manage to win? Beat the challenge quest? Congratulations. Oof. I probably would have given it a few more tries before command sealing, personally. But hey, as long as you're happy with how you won, it's all good. Yeah, that was like Ozzy. Yeah, it was. What did he say? It was Ozzy, and Mordred, right? That is like a super question. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna end up using command seals to win. That's not like a great composition. Yeah, what else would you use them for? That's also true. Just melt them with command seals, seems fair. Yeah, the only other reason you'd use command seals is to save yourself farming time, or to kill story bosses, but there's no story bosses left to kill, so guess you just do that. Or like 4% off on NPing there. As long as you're happy with your win, that's all that matters. Alright, Ku has gotten his thing done. Guess we just go for damage on the Hydra. It's 30%, right? I think it makes it slightly more effective damage-wise. Not maxed out though, so it's probably like 20-something%, which means it's 25. That's like 100, so it's about as equal. It's almost equal or equal to Artha. All right. So the arts card damage values. Oh, perfect. We got the Hydra, no debuffs. No awkwardly forgetting to use cleanse and failing to NP damage up. I like how Tomoe is the Uruk flying core. Like she just throws people into the stratosphere. She's the person who launches their aircraft. She just grabs the planes and throws them. No need for a launcher, just use a servant. Alright. Oh, we're here. Oh, we got Nidochris. I like the occasional special. I've already cleared the main quest, so I don't know how much I care about that. Might help new people, or is it gonna retroactively reward us items? Because that would be pretty cool. I'm actually not sure how close I am to being done farming gold, so I'm going to actually step out of this right now. So I'm very close to being done farming gold materials. Oh, good stuff. Oh, there's our update. It's 11. So this is the patch. Oh, here's hoping we're not actually down until like 2 a.m. Okay, good. Is this the patch that makes it so that we get Saint Quartz fragments when we beat levels? Yeah, I guess we'll just see what the announcements are. We got kicked out, so they might actually give us some new info. I'm thinking that's the reward. Because I believe the quest rewards already give you stuff. Oh, not the fragments? I'm gonna check how close I am to finishing off the store's materials. Done that one. How many of these do we have? A decent number? Okay. Well, if I'm gonna be spending these snowmen, I'm gonna spend them on caster monuments so I don't run out. Is it worth it to buy these gallstones? I suppose so. The other option is 150 dust for wreaths. Wreaths turn into UP. Yeah, let's just grab these materials. You don't have enough of them. How many wreaths do I have? I have one wreath. Yeah, whatever. Let's just go in here. Let's see, 500. We'll finish off this box. You need to buy one of what? I'm just gonna roll these up real quick. Oh, fine. My present box is apparently full. Let's grab these. I didn't want to get octuplet crystals. We'll get like 12 of these. 8 of these. I kind of need the needles more, but it feels weird. Oh. Oh. That's why my present box is full. Oh. Oh. Yeah, so this is where they... Oh, okay, this is main quest clear rewards got boosted. They increased the quantity. Okay. So I've done all the main quests, obviously. So we get 17 evil bones, 10 void dust, 24 dragon fangs. Hot damn. That's good. I love dragon fangs. 26 dragons reverse scales, 21 proof of hero, 5 assassin pieces, 22 seed of Yggdrasil, 30 heart of the foreign god, 5 berserker pieces, 15 octuplet crystals. Damn, I made a mistake. I should have waited on the octuplet crystals. 16 ghost lanterns, 20 claw of chaos, 11 serpent jewels. Damn, they need to put more fucking meteor horseshoes in. 10's a joke. 5 router pieces, 13 shells, 30 feathers. Thank God. And the gears. We can level up Lancelot as his reward for clearing the challenge quest. 22 gears, 14 homunculus baby, 5 lancer pieces, 20 forbidden pages. Sweet. All right, we're set on pages now. This is awesome. It feels like it's Christmas because we didn't even put any effort into it and we got a ton of rewards. Black beast grease, caster pieces, 14 grease, 10 tear stones, 10 warhorse horns, 20 spear roots. They added night medals as a quest reward to the main story, so now it's possible to actually have night medals from completing Camelot. I assume you're supposed to get these from Camelot. It wouldn't make sense to get them anywhere else. 23 scarabs of wisdom, 12 lamps, 16 fool's chains, 5 saber pieces, 14 needles. Yes, needles. All right. 12 Languo, 23 Gallstones, 16 Spinal Fluid, 19 Wine, 18 Magmata, 23 Steaks, 10 Bullets, 15 Ice, 16 Giant's Rings, 18 Aura Steel, and 13 Saint Quartz. Damn! That is a good reward, and it's 45 types of materials. Holy shit. Alright. Screw the lottery. That's what you call Christmas. Every material, like 15 of everything. Except for maybe pieces and monuments. A little low on pieces and monuments, but damn. That's a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, we should probably unlock this ticket. We got a day. Don't tease me like that, Spade. I'll look in a minute when I finish this box. Alright, well, we'll get this. We have a day-ish, so I'll probably... Tomorrow, I'll start farming out the dust. Get the ticket from this. 23 hours? Yeah, I'll have time to farm tomorrow. I'm gonna apple if I need to make sure I get the lottery cleared. Alright, we'll see how it goes. Because we got everything we wanted from the store, but... Oh, fuck? The Thanksgiving special. What the fuck? It's the middle of November. Thanksgiving is like 2 months ago. Whatever. Yeah, Thanksgiving gacha's up. Now we have the tempting Ereshkigal. Gal. Let's see how hot our friend point summons are. Well. So all my Saint Quartz is going to disappear until I get Gilgamesh. I was kind of planning on ending the stream early though, so I think instead I will just tease with a couple tickets. And tomorrow we're gonna try to roll for Gilgamesh for reals. I'm just gonna round off the number of tickets I have as I hate odd numbers. I see gold. I see gold. What are we getting? Is this... Oh, I was like, there's no... Another... Alright. First ticket, Lancelot. NP3 Lancelot. Officially my highest NP servant? He's never even been on raid up. How did I keep getting him? Who's on raid up right now? MHXA, Zerker, Shiki, Gil, Musashi, Ivan. Okay. No one I care for other than Gil. That was a good first ticket. I don't know how we keep getting Lancelot. He's not on raid up and we've gotten him again. Down to round numbers. I saw gold and my heart skipped me. I was like, there's no way I get him first ticket. That would have been so dumb. Oh. Alright. We got a couple savers. I'm not complaining. That's a good start for 2 tickets. Just like pop a ticket, get NP3 Lancelot. Alright. No more rolls. No more rolling. Things will just... That's our luck for the day. I'm not gonna spend any more luck. I just don't understand how I've gotten Lancelot. Like, the 2 I've got, this is the 3rd copy. He's not on raid up, and I've gotten 3 copies of him. The servants who are on Rate Up I have gotten 1 or less copies of, but I somehow keep getting Lancelot. I don't mind it. I actually really like Lancelot, and I'm glad I have NP3. Alright. I think I know why. I'm just thinking out loud here. I think I know why I got Lancelot. He did so well for me in the challenge quest that he's like, you need to use me more. Here's another one. Good luck on your pulls, my man. I'm definitely waiting until tomorrow to do pulls, as I kind of have some stuff I want to do before I go to bed tonight. And I can't really do that if... Damn it. Where's all these MLB sheeps? I'm just going to use someone who... I'm going to roll... There we go, perfect. Good luck on your rolls. I will actually do 10 pulls and shit tomorrow. I'm just waiting for tonight. Tonight is not... I don't have rolls planned, although we'll have to roll before 11 p.m. tomorrow if we don't want to have it swap over, because I don't want a split rate up with Gil. Alright. Obviously we're rolling on sheep, so we should just be doing all sheep Cs. All sheep Cs. Nobody has rate up on, or drop rate up on dust. 40% is not enough for me to rock Stella, so we'll leave him in the back line. Alright. This seems like it'll work out okay. Not the best, but we're trying to avoid using waiver, so our options are relatively limited, as I don't have anyone else with battery if I'm trying to avoid waiver. That was a nice reward. I'm probably gonna like instantly spend all the gears, pages, and feathers, but it's still a nice reward. Getting all the crest rewards retroactively. Awesome, right into an arts chain. Yeah, we get one Bond Grail next Lostbelt. I'm probably not gonna... I don't think I want a Bond Grail waiver. I know it's 30 Saint Quartz if you, for every Bond Grail you max out, but kinda don't want to spend it on him. It's a personal choice. I don't want to spend it on him. Yeah, exactly. You want to use those Bond Grails on your favorite servants. Like, you're gonna get the Saint Quartz at some point. It's just a matter of time, anyway. Sit tonight. I wouldn't expect anything less from Ilya's biggest fan. In fact, if... Oh, is that your first time running out of QP? They gave you so many skills, everyone's just running out of QP. Welcome to QP Hell. We hope you enjoy your stay. Cool. Emiya probably doesn't do this because this is MP1 Emiya still. Yeah, your first time running. Now you know it's a real thing. Thankfully, there's lotteries around the corner, so you can stock up in QP. I mean, this is probably like the best season to be low, because you're gonna run into a lottery in like a month and get like 500 million QP. But yeah, Mordred, I'm sure Mordred knows all about QP Hell. And then the real challenge, reverse QP. Reverse Q. NP2 Wuze Tam. That's cool. Actually, I'm gonna check the... I should check the banner. I know Hitsuji is sheep. No, no, I was 3% off. God damn it. I thought this was higher gauge than it was. That's annoying. Alright, well, we'll have to live with that. It's fine. Altria's probably not gonna kill this. Altera probably hits harder because she's NP5, but I'm doing this anyway. Yeah. That was pretty close. We almost got her with the whole combo. Forget what this ability does. 3 shots. Who cares? It does nothing for us. It effectively does nothing for us. We're still gonna use it. Candy Star Photon Ray time. Meh. Oh wait, I'm gonna make sure this is on slow animations. I like this NP is funny. I still get a kick out of it. So QP is very feast or famine for you. I see. What a great dialogue line. It's like, hey Miss Altera voice actor, we need you to make sheep noises for a couple minutes. Can you just keep making more? We're gonna overlay them a bunch. And that's how you get there. Alright. Someone saying, meh, 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 a whole bunch of times. Well, at least it's a fun NP. It's a fun NP. I can stand seeing that a few dozen times. Santa Quetz's? I don't actually know Santa Quetz's NP. I used her once on JP. Did I use her once? I think I used her once on JP. But not a lot of people seem to have her on as a ruler, so I don't know what her abilities look like. I guess we'll wait a couple turns on that, but... Oh shit. Now see, the way you described it doesn't sound cool, but I'm gonna take your word for it, because these guys have really good designs. that it's probably pretty cool. A giant ass present? Alright, I can. Giant ass present? If I think about it, I can think of a way it looks cool. I'm gonna say most Noble Phantasms sound really stupid when you describe them, no matter how you describe them. I had that problem with myself a while ago. I was like, how do I make this sound good? It sounds so stupid if I just say it out loud. But I mean, I'm not complaining. I like most of them. The comet that extinguished the dinos in present form. Now see, that's how you describe it. That takes effort to come up with though. You don't just come up with those off the top of your head. That takes a lot of effort to come up with, I think. Oh, come on. Are you serious? Are you serious? 1%? 1%? Thank you. See, if I just complain loudly enough, they'll eventually hit Emiya, right? Seems to have worked out. Unfortunately, we need a little bit more arts. So, guess who's being neglected? That's right, Emiya. I'd like to have both of these NPs charged up for next turn. The scariest one? I think Nightingale's still the scariest Santa. Like, I feel like Altera would just hand me a random CE and it'd be like, here, have some, or like, feel how fluffy this sheep is, and you'd be like, I feel perfectly safe. I mean, I don't trust Nightingale on a good day not to decide that she needs to save my life by decapitating me, so I'm gonna go with that one. I think that's definitively the case. That Altria's characterization's kind of all over the place, but I don't think she's evil. Like, I don't think she's actually that evil, so you're probably pretty safe with her. Like, you were really safe with Saber Alter and Shinjuku, so I'm pretty okay with Rider Saber Alter. Quetz might hurt you, but she can also resurrect you, assuming it's the same Quetz and not a completely new Quetz. So I'm also not too worried around Quetz. Like I already said, Altera is not really... Altera is pretty low on the scary scale. Jean Alter Santa Lily probably also wouldn't kill you, so... I feel like I'm in just good hands in general. What a waste of 50 stars. Oh no, that was the wrong target! Frick! I knew she... I stuff stacked her because I knew she dealt 200,000 unbuffed. No! I screwed up here. We're hitting the flimsy guy with the big NP and the tough guy with the weak NP. That was a mistake. Would we have killed? 279 we would have killed. God damn it. Is Vlad a Santa servant? I don't know. I don't know about that. Man, we did like half normal damage. That's awkward. She's taking like 100k at most. 77. Well, that was awkward. At least we got 46 stars out of it. Yeah, I didn't even use Summer Splash. I don't think he's a summer servant either. I'm with you on that. We don't have any crit damage up, so this doesn't actually... Oh, I'm gonna make it. Thank you, Archeria, for doing a ton of damage. Alright. So we'll just ignore the fact that I totally used my NP on the wrong target. That was a lot of overkill. No luck on anything good? That's unfortunate. Most unfortunate. Actually, before I go... Oh, there's our cumulative logins. Right? Please stop talking so I can actually look at the CE. Thank you. 4 King. Wow, a CE with no effect? And it's level 1, so it's not even worth XP. That's weird. We got Foe. We got Mordred, Gawain, Lancelot, Bedivere, Mash, Tristan, Agravain, I assume? Oh, and there's Merlin. Hidden away. And as well as some random ass boars. Sweet. It's level 1. It's not worth XP. It's a 4-star CE, yeah. But it, like the, don't the, CEs that you use for XP typically have, levels on them already? Like, I don't want to use it as fodder. Let's check. How much is it worth? In theory, we'll feed it to, like, this royal icing. Not because royal icing looks good or anything. 30,000. Oh, it actually is loaded with XP, never mind. It's got triple the normal XP, you're right. Why was I thinking they had levels on them? Oh, Bond Cs start at 80, right. Bond Cs start at max, never mind. I don't know what I'm thinking then. Alright. Well, the one thing I was going to check is, does the later banner for Gilgamesh, the New Year's one, if I can find it, Happy New Year 2019 is the banner, I believe. What does it have for CEs on it, and do I want them? The 5-star New Year's banner. Arts up, NP gain up, NP damage. Not. That's 10%. Actually, we'll just... since we can. I'm looking at this to determine if I want to roll for Gilgamesh now, or if I want to wait, and if there's a reason to do so. And this is his next banner, the New Year's banner. Because it was 2018 JP, it'll be 2020 this year. Don't really care about the workshop updates or anything. Interesting. I'm looking at the Boar King reward going, is this the same mission? But this is a different banner because it has Caster Nero on it. So it's probably not this one. Anyway, 10% arts, MLB the 15, NP gain 10-15, NP damage 15-20. I don't see myself using Mark of a Smiling Face that much. It's not a bad CE by any stretch. The arts and NP gain's good. But it's only like 15% damage? Is that actually a good CE? I mean, I probably won't MLB it, right? Increased QP gain by 2019. And NP gain. Obviously not going to do much here. 8%. Oh, that's actually useful. New Year's Mystery is an alright CE gauge. Simply for generating NP. if you don't have a Prisma Cosmos, right? Because if we go this one, Prisma Cosmos is how much again? %. I don't actually have a Prisma Cosmos effect, so 4%'s not bad. Do you just... What do you use on Challenge Quest then for CEs? Anyway, I don't actually think these are too impressive. This one's okay if you don't care about starting gauge, so in theory, if you can get MLB Mark of a Smiling Face, it's probably better than like painting some. It's like a painting summer. It's better than painting summer and dive to blue are both 10% buffs. So this would actually be a bigger buff because it would be 15%, 15%, and 20. Oh, Golden Sumo. Yeah, see, I don't have Golden Sumo, so I have to actually run specialized cards. So I always gotta look at it. Because Golden Sumo is just better than basically everything you can get. It's like, it's plus 15 to everything. I can't... Yeah, I am. Specialized are better, but this is a really good general CE. 15%. I mean, I know that it's not the best because there's specialized ones that are better, but for general use, it's the best one because you can just leave it up. And if you have a 2000, if you have a maxed out Golden Sumo, you have to actually put points into the other Cs to make them compete with it. So like Aerial Drive is like definitely better, right? Like we're not gonna contest that. Say. I can spell aerial. It just took me a minute to remember how to spell it. Like Aerial Drive, because it stacks multiplicatively, is better, right? You have 10% in normal, and MLB you're getting 10 and you're getting 8 and 8, which is better when you ennoble Phantasm. However, in general, 15% is pretty fucking hard to beat because you're only just edging it out and only on NP damage. Right? Like, it's still insanely good. If it was 10% at MLB, I think you would have a leg to stand on to say it's not like ridiculously strong. But at 15%, if you're doing anything other than NPing, it's pretty competent. As if like you're not like a Gorilla Servant. Buster cards are only, 2 cards in your deck. The other 3 cards don't get any benefit from the Buster up. Your NP only happens once in a while. So realistically, 15% damage is way bigger if you're not using only Buster cards with someone. Like if you're doing arts combos, if you're doing arts combos, you may as well take this. But you'll do slightly lower NP damage assuming you're a Buster NP servant. %60 damage against diver humanoids. Yeah. You're talking about, Frankenstein. It has a tough choice because she has a quick NP and a gorilla deck. So actually Golden Sumo. Yeah, Art of Death is a very good CE. Yeah. That's like 25% humanoid? Yeah, 25-30% humanoid. Very good CE if you're fighting the right tag. Not a generalist CE, but humanoids are pretty fucking common. This isn't the human trait, this is humanoid, so it's like hits a good number of enemies if you know you're fighting them. Yeah, it depends on how you're using Frankenstein though. If you're using face cards, you can use the NP damage, but if you're just NPing, then you don't really want Aerial Drive that much. Yeah. Mordred has the right of it. He's absolutely right. If you're just clearing a wave, you go with whatever gives you the most NP damage, which would actually be Sumo in that case. Yeah, Holy Knight Scepter, which I also don't have. Because this would be 15%. Well, it's not actually better. It's only 50. It's actually a damage, and Sumo is attack. This is actually slightly worse for Frankenstein by herself, independent of everything else. Yeah, quick and NP damage would be better. If we had an aerial drive for quick, it would be better. But as Frankenstein actually has NP damage up because she has a tactics effect, I think Sumo's actually better because she doesn't have a built-in attack up. As she will be providing her own NP damage up, but no attack up bonuses. Knight of Marines has what he's looking for, right? I think Knight of Marines has it. Did I spell that wrong? I could have sworn... Oh, it's Knights of Marines, my bad. No, it's actually just quick. Never mind. I was mistaken. There is a CE that will come out that is the quick equivalent of aerial drive. Yes. You want a bunch of small buffs. Of different types specifically. What's another good CE? Not Divine Banquet. I can't remember the name of that stupid chocolate CE. That one's also really good. This one unfortunately doesn't have NP damage up, so it's not actually that amazing. Yeah, is what Dive to Blue. Dive to Blue is pretty close to being good. The one way it loses out though is Dive to Blue doesn't have attack stats, so it's actually worse. But not by much. It's the 10% still puts it ahead of Golden Sumo at most times, I think. It's only if you're looking at level 100 that it even gets remotely close. So it's ahead at low level. It's ahead at low levels pretty handily. But I think our conclusion is that while a weak Prisma Cosmos effect would kind of be nice in theory, I don't know how much I'm actually going to use it, as it would be an alternative to the star spawning, and it would only go on a couple specific servants. Mark of a Smiling Face is pretty good if I'm planning on doing challenge quests where I'm not instantly NPing. And it's obviously an art servant, has to be an art servant to get benefit from that. But other than that, nothing too crazy. So I think it's pretty safe to roll for Gilgamesh tomorrow. Alright, well, it's been an exciting day. We've got a ton of materials, and I have servants to level up, or I have servants to skill up, and a Lostbelt to conquer. I'm assuming Tuesday. Alright. I'm gonna head out. Thank you guys for watching. I think I'm gonna send you all over to Lord Ashura's channel because he's pretty cool. Let's see. Good night, my guy. I'll see you later.